Our veteran today is being sponsored by Representative Josh Cockcroft. Representative Cockcroft, you are recognized to introduce the Veteran of the Week.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, it's my honor to have a distinguished member of my community as well as the community surrounding my district, Veteran of the Week, Charles Edward Jantz. Mr. Jantz served in Viet Nam with the Coast Guard. We don't often have many of the Coast Guard veterans up here, and it's just an honor to be able to recognize him today for his service to our country in a very tumultuous time, and to give him a proper thank you that many of our Vietnam veterans were not given at the time. Madam Speaker, if I could ask the clerk to read the citation.
Clerk will read.
Whereas the Oklahoma House of Representatives holds in the highest esteem and deepest appreciation Veteran Charles Edward Jantz for the sacrifices and contributions he has given in order to preserve the freedoms and privileges Americans hold so dear. And whereas among the most honored of all those who serve this nation are its veterans who protected all Americans from enemies both foreign and domestic. And whereas Charles Edward Jantz served the United States Coastguard from 1967 to 1971 as a sonar operator, attaining the rank of E4, and was deployed in 1968 to Viet Nam on the Coastguard Cutter Campbell W32, where he was stationed for 1 year. And whereas the state of Oklahoma takes great pride in honoring Charles Edward Jantz as Veteran of the Week, thanking him for his extraordinary sacrifices and contributions that he made to preserve the freedoms and way of life that we hold dear. And now, therefore, pursuant to the motion of Representative Josh Cockcroft, the state of Oklahoma extends to U.S. Coast Guard veteran Charles Edward Jantz sincere commendations and directs that this citation be presented.
Members, one of the extraordinary things about Mr. Jantz is if you drive down Highway 177 in Shawnee, his wife and him are members of Victory Chapel Church of God on Highway 177. If you drive down, you always notice the 3 flagpoles to your left, which flies every single flag of every service branch of the military and has done that for many years. His dedication to his country is great, and he is joined today in the gallery in the glass-in area by his wife Anna, their niece Anita, and a friend Jean. If you could welcome them to the House of Representatives as well. Madam Speaker, would you recognize Mr. Jantz?
Mr. Jantz, you are recognized.
I appreciate this recognition, and I accept that for all the Vietnam veterans. It was not a good time for our country, and a lot of the veterans did not get a good welcome home, and thank you for what you've done for us.
Well, Mr. Jantz, we thank you for being here today, and I'd like to present you on behalf of the Oklahoma House of Representatives with this citation, as well as the United States flag, which was flown over the state capitol building. Thank you very much for your service.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Madam Speaker, if you could please recognize Mr. Jantz to lead us in the pledge.
Mr. Jantz, you are recognized to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.